GCS Scholars. My name is Mrs. Tilley, and I'm so excited to be learning today with you. Today we are completing CKLA Skills Unit 3, Lesson 2. And in this lesson, we are going to identify topic sentences and concluding sentences. For this lesson, you will need your skills workbook and a pencil. If you don't have your skills workbook, don't worry about it. You can follow along with me on the next slides. Let's review what some of you may have already learned about paragraphs in second grade. A paragraph is a set of sentences on the same topic. A topic sentence is one sentence, usually the first, which tells the main idea or what the paragraph is going to be about. A concluding sentence is one sentence, always the last, which wraps up the paragraph. It does not introduce new information. Often, it restates the topic sentence. Go ahead and open up your workbook to Worksheet 2.2, and let's look at topic sentences and concluding sentences together. Remember, a paragraph has a topic sentence, and usually the first sentence in a paragraph is the topic sentence. A concluding sentence wraps up the paragraph and is always at the end of the paragraph. For this activity, we will draw a box around the topic sentence of the paragraph, and we'll draw a circle around the concluding sentence. How many paragraphs do you see on your worksheet? Right, we have one paragraph. Do you know how to know where a paragraph starts? Yes, we know a paragraph starts where it is indented, which means slid over from the rest of the text. We're going to read this paragraph together and look for the topic sentence and concluding sentence. Read along with me. For Katie and Molly, when it's hot during the summer, a day at the beach is a perfect day. Katie, Molly, and their mom took a cab from their hotel to the beach. At the beach, all three smeared sunblock all over their skin. It was hot, so they got in the water for a bit. Then they looked for seashells. After that, Katie and Molly played volleyball with some teenagers. Katie made some really sweet plays. In fact, a small group formed to watch her play. After the game, Katie and Molly and their mom started to feel like they could use some food. They left the beach to find something to eat. What a good day! Now that we've read this paragraph once all the way through, let's go through the activity looking for the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. For Katie and Molly, when it's hot during the summer, a day at the beach is a perfect day. Since we know that usually the topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph, let's go ahead and underline it now. Now, we can look to see if each of the other sentences relate back to the first sentence. If they do, then we know this is the topic sentence. If not, we better keep looking because this would not be the topic sentence. For Katie and Molly, when it's hot during the summer, a day at the beach is a perfect day. Katie, Molly, and their mom took a cab from their hotel to the beach. Does this have to do with the first sentence? Yes. At the beach, all three smeared sunblock all over their skin. Does this have to do with the first sentence? Yes, we're still talking about the beach. It was hot, so they got in the water for a bit. Does this relate to the first sentence? Yes. Then they looked for seashells. Does this relate to the first sentence? Yes. After that, Katie and Molly played volleyball with some teenagers. Does this relate back to their perfect day? It does. Katie made some really sweet plays. Again, does this relate back to their perfect day at the beach? It does. In fact, a small group formed to watch her play. Does this tell us more about the perfect day at the beach? Yes, it does. After the game, Katie and Molly and their mom started to feel like they could use some food. Does this relate? It does relate back to the perfect day and gives us more detail, but it's not really about the beach, but it still relates. They left the beach to find something to eat. Does that relate to their day at the beach? Yes. What a good day. Notice how all of our sentences are giving more detail about the first sentence. That means that the first sentence is the topic sentence because all of the other details are supporting that main idea. So let's box the topic sentence in our paragraph. Now, let's look for the concluding sentence. We need to draw a circle around the concluding sentence. Remember, the feature of a concluding sentence is it's found at the end of a paragraph, and it wraps up the whole paragraph. Let's read the last couple sentences. After the game, Katie and Molly and their mom started to feel like they could use some food. Do you think that wraps up this whole text or restates the topic sentence? No, I think that's giving another detail. Let's keep reading. They left the beach to find something to eat. Does that wrap up the text or restate the topic sentence? No, that's another detail. Let's look at the last sentence. What a good day. Does that wrap up our paragraph or restate the topic sentence? Yes, we're saying that this was a great day. So this is our concluding sentence, so we'll circle it. Remember, the first sentence is usually the topic sentence, but we have to check by making sure all of the other sentences relate to the topic sentence. And usually we'll find the concluding sentence as the last sentence of a paragraph that wraps the paragraph up. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. Go ahead and flip to worksheet 2.3. You are going to read each of the paragraphs. Do you see how many paragraphs are on this page? Yes. There are 3 paragraphs. And how do we know where a paragraph starts? Yes, there is an indentation at the beginning of each paragraph, which is a space to show that we're starting a new idea or a new paragraph. Now, you will read through each paragraph and draw a box around the topic sentence of each paragraph, and then draw a circle around the concluding sentence in each one of the 3 paragraphs. You can go ahead and pause the video now and then press play when you're ready to come back and check it together. Now let's check it together. I'm going to read this paragraph by paragraph. Cookies are the best treat. They are very sweet and very tasty. Also, there are lots of different yummy flavors of cookies. If you get tired of one kind of cookie, you can always try another kind. I can't think of one thing that's bad about cookies. Let's take a look at the first sentence. Cookies are the best treat. I'm going to underline that. And now check to make sure each sentence relates to that sentence. They are very sweet and very tasty. Does that relate to them being the best treat? Yes. Also, there are lots of different yummy flavors of cookies. Does that relate to them being the best treat? Yes. If you get tired of one kind of cookie, you can always try another kind. Does that also relate to the first sentence? Yes. I can't think of one thing that's bad about cookies. Does that relate to the first sentence? Yes, it does. So we can definitely say that the first sentence is the topic sentence. Now let's look for our concluding sentence. They are very sweet and very tasty. Is that wrapping the whole thing up? No. Also, there are lots of different yummy flavors of cookies. That's another detail. If you get tired of one kind of cookie, you can always try another kind. Another detail. I can't think of one thing that's bad about cookies. That is really wrapping up this paragraph and restating that cookies are the best treat. So we will circle the concluding sentence. Let's take a look at the next one. Joyce is not good at singing. When she sings, she can never seem to hit the right notes. If she is supposed to sing high, Joyce sings low. If she is supposed to sing low, Joyce sings high. Even Joyce's dog hates it when she sings. Let's take a look at the first sentence. Joyce is not good at singing. Go ahead and underline that sentence if you have not. And let's look to see if each of these sentences relates. When she sings, she can never seem to hit the right notes. That means she's not very good at singing. If she is supposed to sing high, Joyce sings low. Again, not good at singing. If she's supposed to sing low, Joyce sings high. Does that relate? Yes. Even Joyce's dog hates it when she sings. Yes, again, this relates to the first sentence, so we know that this is the topic sentence, or the main idea of this paragraph. Now, let's take a look at the last sentence and see if it wraps the paragraph up. Even Joyce's dog hates it when she sings. Does this kind of wrap up that Joyce is not good at singing? Yes, it does. So this is our concluding sentence. All right, let's read the last paragraph together. Hugo is good at drawing. In fact, he once won a drawing contest. Hugo drew a car for the contest, but he can draw all sorts of things. If you ask Hugo to draw an animal or a person or a plant, his drawing will look just like the real thing. He is the best artist I know. Let's look at the first sentence. Hugo is good at drawing. And let's see if each sentence supports that. In fact, he once won a drawing contest. He must be pretty good at drawing then. Hugo drew a car for the contest, but he can draw all sorts of things. If he can draw all sorts of things, he must be pretty good at drawing. If you ask Hugo to draw an animal or a person or a plant, his drawing will look just like the real thing. Again, that means he's good at drawing. He is the best artist I know. Again, we're supporting that first sentence. So since all of these sentences support the first sentence, we know that this is the topic sentence, or the main idea of the paragraph. Now let's look at the last sentence to see if it wraps up what we know about Hugo. He is the best artist I know. Yes, this is restating that Hugo is a good artist. So this is our concluding sentence. Authors put a topic sentence and a concluding sentence into each paragraph to make sure that their main idea is really clear to the reader. So make sure you really pay attention closely to the topic and the concluding sentence when you're trying to pick out the main idea of a text. You guys worked really hard identifying all those topic sentences and concluding sentences. I'm so proud of all the work you guys continue to do. You are an awesome group of third graders. I want to know how you're feeling about identifying topic sentences and concluding sentences. Are you still confused about topic sentences and concluding sentences? Still need a little more help identifying them? Or are you green? You're ready to move on with this. Remember, if you're feeling red or yellow, you need to reach out to your teacher to let them know that you need some more help picking out the topic and concluding sentences in paragraphs. I'm so proud of all the hard work you did today and can't wait to see you guys for the next lesson. See you next time.